All right, not only do we have one of my favorite people in the world, what a day he has had. We are to start off your 2020 the right way. We're to make it the Roaring 20s, thanks to you, Andrew Lessman. Everyone has had.
Because our secure meal replacement, it's always, well, hasn't always been a favorite when I first introduced it. I feel like I have to be open, honest, and transparent. When I first introduced it, technically it was an amazing meal replacement, but it didn't taste good. So we invest more in flavor than we do in the most exceptional protein that supports weight loss and the most exceptional content of vitamins and minerals of any meal replacement. But we invest more in flavor, and that's why this went from a 2-star product, if you went back, say, 15, 20 years, to now it's over a 4-star product, a customer pick, because the investment had to be in flavor. And it wasn't intended to be a great tasting meal replacement. We basically took the blueprint, we simply copied the flavor profile of your favorite shakes from, if you go to your favorite fast food restaurants, we all know where that amazing chocolate shake or vanilla shake is, or that really great coffee blended drink at that really great coffee place, whatever. We all know where they are. So that was the blueprint, and then we went to the best flavor specialists, these flavor houses and flavor experts, and that's why Secure. Technically, technically, scientifically, I'll go through the science, the clinical studies. We followed the blueprints to make it the best technical meal replacement in the world, and meal replacements are the most established science in weight loss. Better than supervised diet plans, better than supervised eating plans, meal replacements work better, they're more effective. But ours follows all that science, and it also, we invest in the flavors so you'll get the best experience, and that's why
it's true.
Every year, we only do this Today Special once a year. We really don't feature Secure throughout the year, and every year it continues to grow, and as Shannon was just saying, we are through the entire quantity we brought for the day. We were through in most sizes by noon. The only reason we're still talking about it is because everything is manufactured brand new, so that is what we're doing, literally starting to manufacture more product tomorrow. All of it will be shipped to HSN by, I'd imagine, Wednesday or Thursday, and then shipped to you immediately thereafter.
It's true, because all of this, yummy, 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 creamy, delicious. Here's the thing, I've worked with Andrew for well over 20 years. This is the first time I've had to bring my phone to the set so I could place my order. And what are we talking about? Not only is every sip like a little mini multivitamin, this is the world's finest vitamins, the world's finest meal replacement. And at the end of the day, you don't do anything unless it tastes good. So low carb, low sugar, low calorie, all of this yummy decadence, basically in a little over 60 cents a meal. That's if you do the 2 larger sizes. Less than 60 cents
in the 2 largest sizes, a little over 60 cents in the 200 meal. So it's, the best way to describe it is pennies a meal.
It is.
That it's totally unexpected that a meal replacement, in fact, my original meal replacement, we were talking about this earlier. My original meal replacement was a little over a couple of dollars a meal. That was a few decades ago. So to think now that our efficiencies of production, that we can make a meal replacement that is so far superior to that product from a few decades ago, it isn't even close. And to think that we could deliver that product to you for essentially pennies a meal. And if you consider the value of the Choco Nouveau Cafe, that hopefully you'll be able to, we really didn't go about this intelligently. The Choco Nouveau Cafe is, of course, free with your product today if you get anything from the 60 on up, but it isn't available online if you wanted to order it or reserve your order. So we'll try to get that up as soon as we possibly can. But you'll be the first person to get the Choco Nouveau Cafe if you consider that value. The value of our incredible, truly sugar-free sugar replacement, because most sugar replacements are absolutely not sugar-free. So if you want that truly sugar-free sugar replacement, our Sucresse, if you then consider that, factor that into the price, you're about 40 cents a meal. 60 cents a meal is crazy, 40 cents a meal, it's something that I'm just proud of. And this is an opportunity to take advantage of not what I say is a great way to lose weight, but if you read the science, the clinical studies, and I'll show you the quotes, meal replacements are simple, easy to follow, and they have been proven over and over to be more effective than supervised eating plans and other approaches to weight loss. So it's simple, it's easy. In this case, it's not just lower calories and better calorie composition than the food you'd normally eat. It's also more economical, so you'll enjoy this and you'll also save money.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. First time ever pina colada, which was always my favorite. So everybody kind of caught up with me, which is fabulous.
And it's funny, but pina colada, we introduced that a decade or so ago, and it just, again, we're not, where we really spend our time on analytics is on our products. We're not doing the analytics on our sales. So it really snuck up on us. We really didn't know. And then we looked at reorders, and even though we weren't featuring pina colada had become the most popular standalone flavor. Chocolate and vanilla are right there with it, but pina colada today, by far, #1. So you could configure this however you like. On the 20 or 60 or 100, it's just one flavor. You pick one flavor, chocolate, vanilla, coffee, or pina colada. On the 200, you can pick any 2 flavors or all 1 flavor.
Right.
On the 300, you could pick any 3 flavors or all 1 flavor. On the 400, it's purely variety. It's chocolate, vanilla, coffee, pina colada. So again, when you just look at the weight of this, that 400 all put together is probably about 20 pounds or a little bit more, free shipping and handling. So it's an opportunity to follow the science and to do it in a way that's enjoyable, because most meal replacements, they do what I did initially. They don't invest in flavor. They really don't invest in terms of the nutrients as well. We invest in the science, but we also invest in the flavor, because I learned, probably unlike most company owners, I read your emails and I took them very personally, and because I don't like to disappoint. I love reading the great reviews, and it really hurt me to see that I made a meal replacement that I knew would work if someone used it, but no one wanted to use it because it tasted lousy. But what we had to do, we had to go back to the drawing board in a whole different area of science that's really more art than science, and that's managing and working with flavor. And how do you make a mix of this high quality protein and vitamins and minerals taste as good as a fast food shake? And that's what we've accomplished. And I'll read some reviews in a moment here, because I haven't really done that much at all today, but the reviews, they speak volumes. We have, I think, the most popular word used in our reviews, I think there's about 5,000 reviews, 2,000 reviews use the word love to describe this product. A 60+ calorie meal replacement. If that shouldn't instill a little bit of confidence, I'm not sure what word would necessarily, because I think the second most popular word is best.
It's
love
true.
And best.
They're both. Okay, here's what's happening. I told you, I brought my phone out here because do you realize, and it's a good thing he makes these, by the way, because on
they'd
that,
be gone.
Yeah, on that 400 count, at this juncture, there are a couple hundred. I know you're working on that whole situation, but I'm express buying.
No, it's not a good situation, because we're literally down. What we do is we try to estimate all the orders, but on a day like today where we far exceed what we expect, at our factory, we always hold back a certain amount of quantity. Something like this is very complicated because there's 4 different flavors, and then there's multiple sizes. So then as the orders come in, we designate the material we have to be produced in those various sizes. So unfortunately, the 400, the 300, the 200, those represent probably over 90% of the meals being ordered, which means that those larger sizes, it goes through the material very quickly. So hopefully, and my goal always, as a manufacturer, my goal is always to make sure we have enough product to last till midnight. So that's my goal.
You do a good job of that, but I will say, if you're shopping like I am, and you should, if you're new to the world of Andrew Lessman, not only World's Finest Vitamins, this is the best meal replacement on the planet. That being said,
bar none. And no matter how you judge it, if your pet peeve is something being gritty in your mouth, this is going to have the smoothest texture imaginable. Even if you'll do what I'll do in a moment, I'll put 7 meals in 8 ounces of water. 7 meals in a cup of water, and you'll see it's smooth, and you could pour it from glass to glass. Or if your pet peeve is the fact that it tastes terrible, if your pet peeve is the fact that it doesn't mix easily, there's all these different issues with a meal replacement, or it has too much sugar, or it has too much fat, or it uses bad ingredients like trans fats, or it's high in sodium because you're watching your blood pressure. Every single potential issue or problem with a product we address. Also, the form of protein. whether you realize it or not, the science is crystal clear on what is the best protein to use to lose weight and to also manage the issues that when we're overweight or obese, we want to manage. Those issues, whether our blood lipids like cholesterol or things like that, whether it's supporting healthy blood sugar metabolism, healthy insulin metabolism, supporting healthy blood pressure levels. These are often the drivers of weight loss. There is no comparison in terms of sources of protein. And soy protein, of course, it must be non-GMO, and that's the only protein we would use. But our non-GMO soy protein, it is the best protein to accomplish those goals. So no matter how you look at this or how you really dissect it and break it down to all its constituents, the form of B12. First of all, the B12 typically in a multivitamin or any meal replacement, it's useless. It's not going to be absorbed. Our B12 is specially protected. It's a natural form. All those other products use a synthetic form that liberates trace amounts of cyanide, the last thing you want. Ours is a natural form, 500% of the RDA, because it's so critical for energy level for those of us trying to lose weight. So we consider everything when it comes to putting this product together. But even though I did that in the past, the most important thing and the single greatest investment in this product is in the flavor. Most companies shortcut flavor because flavor is so expensive. We know we can't because the only way this product is positively reviewed is flavor. And if you look at these reviews,
oh, they love it.
I think that 75 or 80% of the reviews, even if someone had an incredible weight loss, they all talk about flavor. That is what we focus on. And the only way we'll consistently use a product like this is if it tastes good. The only reason we order those fast food shakes is because they taste great. Obviously, there's nothing in them that's really good for us. A whole bunch of things that aren't good for us. But why do we enjoy them? Because they taste great. And I'll be the first person to tell you, they taste great. So that was our blueprint. We decided that we need to create that same level of enjoyment and satisfaction. And if you read the reviews, which I will do in a moment, that's what we've succeeded. In fact, another way to validate how much we invested in flavor is the reason that there are 4 different calorie levels, 63, 65, 67, and 69, isn't because we were sloppy. It's simply because flavor makes up such a substantial component of this product that the flavor alone changed the caloric content. What product do you know like this that invested so much in flavor that each one was different? So that's how unique and different this product is.
It is. Well, if this tells you anything, Andrew, not only did I just order mine, our producer Steve is ordering his, and we work with Andrew all the time. I swear to you, that's the truth, because it has been a busy day. But I think, Andrew, we've all tried something. This is so unique, whether it's the calorie content, the carb content, the flavor, the sugars. It's just so different.
And I don't even want to underestimate the value, the importance of soy protein.
Right.
I'm someone, I love the flavor of these, but I'm someone that, I'm stay at my good weight.
Yeah.
I eat healthy. I'm very active. Why do I use this meal replacement? I use this meal replacement because even just before the show, every time I get a fresh research package, the abundance of research on the benefits of soy protein, which really helps us embrace some of the benefits of that Asian diet, the benefits of soy protein in helping support, well, for me as a man, supporting the health of my prostate, also supporting me in the face of what all of us contend with, cardiovascular risk. Heart disease is the #1 risk we all face. So soy protein is not just at the top of the list in terms of supporting weight loss, but it's so exciting in terms of the benefits it delivers and all those other metrics we monitor that so many of us have to lose weight. And for me, I don't have to lose weight, but I know that I'm at an age where you really have to contemplate the health of your prostate, the health of your heart, the health of your skeleton, and soy protein is an ingredient that not only supports weight loss, but it also helps support and promotes the health of those other critical tissues.
Absolutely. We are busy. Use express ordering. Use your remote. I was shopping on my mobile app, but you absolutely should do it. I do feel like things in life are guided for a reason. You know what a foodie I am. You know what a foodie Andrew is. By the way, I will be posting recipes actually using your Secure Soy a little bit later after the show because the flavor profile is so so wonderful and decadent and rich. I was substituting this for cocoa powder. I was substituting this for really some high sugar or calorie content options. Of course, Muriel has her great cookbooks, but here's what's happening. You just choose. Now, for the first and only time this year, he does it once a year and once a year only. This is the first time that he is including as part of your opportunity the pina colada, which has been kind of an underground hit or favorite. Lowest price per meal. Yummy, nutritious. This goes toe-to-toe with any decadent fast food restaurant shake or even those big coffee drinks that are loaded with sugar at your coffee shop. Only thing is, we have the final quantities. This officially was, for the most part, especially in the larger sizes, gone by noon. So if you're like me, I got the 400 because in that case, you're looking at, in the 300, the 400, you're looking at less than 60 cents a meal. In the large, the 400, which final couple hundred on any of these, by the way, coffee, pina colada, that chocolate, and the vanilla. By the way, the vanilla is fabulous. It's a great launching off or platform for anything, whether it's keto, sugar, calories, what have you. But it's also wonderful because you can shandazzle it up, you can put it in shakes, I put it in air fried donuts, you can do a million different things with it, but even on its own, it tastes so creamy and delicious, you'll feel like you're cheating. And that's really the real key here, and that's why people succeed with this. Even if you're someone like Andrew who obviously doesn't need to lose weight, I use this, he uses this, you will use this because it gives you that wonderful satiety, that wonderful mouthfeel. So you do feel like you're cheating. So 400 is where most of us are going. The 300 count, now remember you could do all three, one flavor or three different ones. Great value regardless. The 200, you could do two flavors, you could do one of each. 100, 600, or 200. When we go up from the 60, that is where you are getting your bonuses, which really are free with your purchase. The Sucrese, only real non-sugar alternative in the world.
Well, unfortunately, sugar replacements all contain sugar.
They do.
Usually carbohydrate, sugar alcohols, they contain about 1 gram. So they trade in 4 grams of sugar, but they still leave you with 1 gram of sugar. Ours does not. In fact, ours contains an amino acid that actually helps support healthy blood sugar levels and helps support healthy blood sugar metabolism. So you'll get Sucrese, you get Choco Nuvo, and you get the best pricing on this product. You get a product that's a technically very sophisticated meal replacement with an incredible investment in flavor, and it's 60 cents a meal. I have some reviews. Oh, I was going to read this first.
What?
These are just out of the reviews. So if you look at the 4,571 reviews, 2,095 use the word love. 2,024 describe the product as great. 1,653 describe it as good. 1,100 talk about improvements in energy level. 777 say thanks or thank you. 597 describe it as the best. 547 describe it as delicious. 377 describe the taste as incredible. 301 use the word yummy. I mean, when you go
on a meal
through
replacement.
A meal replacement, and just to think that almost half the reviews use the word love, almost half the reviews described it as great. So that is I think, a strange thing to talk about that when you're talking about a 60+ calorie meal replacement. But maybe it isn't strange, because if I were you, I would expect that a 60+ calorie meal replacement has gotta taste bad. That if it's gonna be like everything else I've experienced before, and as we read in some of the reviews, that people try the product expecting the product to perform like the other products. And because it's even more affordable, they expect it to be even worse. So I think maybe the reason why we get as many reviews, positive reviews, is because people are surprised, or maybe more accurately described, they're shocked. They're astounded. They feel like they should share the word, because there's no way a meal replacement should ever taste this good. And as I said before, you could get this home, and if you say got the 300 or 400 and you got 3 or 4 different flavors, the 400 only comes in each of the 4 flavors. And if someone opened each of the flavors and you were blindfolded, you could be 3, 5, 6 feet away from that container, and you could tell them what it is. You could tell whether it's chocolate or coffee or vanilla or pina colada.
It's true.
That's how potent. And mind you, this is a dry powder. And also another thing to be aware of, a product like this, the flavors are all fresh. So it's important that all of this was just made. In fact, I was saying before, this new packaging
I love
for
that, by
the
the way.
100, this pouch that's a resealable pouch, but this pouch didn't even exist 60 days ago.
Oh, wow.
We were still designing it, deciding the label for it, so it didn't even exist. So the packaging is fresher than most products get. So again, it's just, as a manufacturer, we get to do things differently. We're not, we're not this big company. We sort of make our own rules. And in our case, sort of ignorance is bliss. So we expect that if we're making a product for you, you deserve that product to be ultra, ultra super fresh. That when we do a Today Special, we don't plan well in advance. We don't even start producing this Today Special until we get done with whatever we were doing in October or November, and then we focus on this. So it really is a unique product, unlike anything you'll find in any retail store, which God knows how long it's spent in warehouses, on trucks, and things like that. We make it ourselves. It gets shipped to HSN, and it gets shipped immediately to you, because this product has not been sitting in HSN's warehouses for 6 months. This product didn't even exist probably 6 weeks ago at all.
It's true, and when I say we are busy, I got mine. Have you got yours? If you're just hearing this for the very first time, Andrew Lessman is our #1 brand. He's also the lowest return rate. And when he talks about reviews, food in particular is subjective, movies are subjective. To have thousands of perfect reviews, that has to tell you something. But the taste, the flavor, low sugar, low carb, low calorie, this plays well with others. Plus, when you compare it to some of those meal programs, it's interesting because you don't have to measure or weigh or go to a grocery store or really kind of think. You eliminate one meal, and even if you just use this as a snack or a late night satiety, like a little late night treat for yourself, it will work. And that's why there are thousands of perfect reviews. But if you're not trying it now, remember this is the only time this year, and in particular, if you want that 400 or that 300 count, those are the ones that are dwindling
and those are real
most
savings.
rapidly.
Those are not imagined savings. That's the regular price of this product. Wow. And unlike my other products, this is not something we feature throughout the year. We feature it once a year. It's a Today Special once a year. Maybe it would probably be a good idea when people get ready for swimsuit, we do a monthly special on this.
Yeah, true.
But we won't have special sizes and configurations like this. It would just be the standard size. So you don't get the savings you get with the typical largest size is the 100. So today the 200, the 300, the 400 all offer additional savings. And to think that you're getting those at literally just less than 60 cents.
It's amazing.
The product is ridiculously low in calories. Typical meal replacements are 200, 300 calories. How low it is in calorie count, that is your opportunity for weight loss. That is your opportunity for flexibility to even manage it, to add fruits or vegetables or non-fat yogurt or non-fat milk or soy milk or oat milk, whatever it might be. That's your flexibility. You could add these things and it's still under 200 calories.
It's amazing.
But to think that the cost of the product in pennies is less than its calorie count, and it's already the lowest calorie meal replacement in the world. Typical meal replacements are 200, 300 calories, and they cost several dollars. My original one cost several dollars. This is pennies. So again, I know it sometimes cuts both ways when I talk about how affordable it is. People just probably nod their head and figure, how good could it be? But you've got to read the reviews, which I keep threatening to read them. And there are some here, and we'll read some.
Hey, Steve, I do want to double check. I know we're making some adjustments throughout the show because that's one of the reasons I brought my phone out here. The 400 at this point, and I leave that to the manufacturer. I leave that to Andrew because
even in the 300 count, I just looked there.
I know.
There's less than 4,000 total of the 300 count, but you have to remember, the 300 count could be all chocolate, all vanilla, all coffee, or all pina colada.
Yes.
It could also be chocolate vanilla coffee, chocolate vanilla pina colada. So it could be about, I think about 7 or 8 different options.
Yeah.
So again, everything is in the hundreds, and all we're doing is, because we sold through basically everything, is we're gradually taking what little powder. I should walk over
I know.
and ask how much powder is left, but I don't want to know.
I know. See, and that's actually no joke.
Talk about ignorance is bliss.
Well,
yes.
no kidding. I've worked with Andrew for over 20 years. He's really not only the world's finest vitamins, but when I said he's one of my favorite people, I always learn so much from him. He's such a great, generous person. But more importantly, he really does think of you. And when I say he reads every single review, he makes products in a way that no one else does. But please do this. If you have never tried anything from Andrew, whether 2020 is going to be your roaring 20s, and this is the year you're going to get that weight under control, or maybe you're like a lot of us. I'm trying to get the sugar out of my diet, but I still like a little treat. When I said this plays well with others, it absolutely does, whether it's sugar or carbs or calories. But the biggest thing you need to realize is the flavor profile is so rich and decadent and delicious. You'll feel like you're cheating, but you're not. Only thing is, though, this is the only time this year we do it. You choose your size of choice. It's the lowest price per meal. I mean, when you say like less than 60 cents a meal, that's mind-blowing to me. I mean, that's crazy.
I could go to inexpensive restaurants and, you know, I'll spend 20 times that on a very basic meal.
True.
So to think that in this day and age, in the year 2020, you could be enjoying a meal replacement that's rich in vitamins, rich in nutrition, like a multivitamin, with some of the most sophisticated nutrients in the world, and just even targeting the B12, which is all about our energy level. You're going to get more B12 in this than any leading multivitamin provides you. And that leading multivitamin doesn't give you the natural protected form, the B12. So this is natural B12, not synthetic B12. Also, we give you levels of biotin 5 times more than the typical multivitamin. And again, that's a beauty vitamin, and beauty is important to us. A lot of us were watching our weight because it's part of us feeling better about how we look and how we feel. So when you look at the comprehensive nature of this product, just in vitamin and mineral content, that alone, literally a capsule of our calcium magnesium intensive care, our calcium supplement, each meal contains the equivalent of a capsule of that. And that alone is probably worth 10 cents or so a meal. So when you do the math, we're just so efficient in production that we can make this so affordable, and we've only become more efficient over the decades.
It's true.
My original meal replacement couldn't hold a candle to this, but it was 4 times more expensive than this. So this really is a breakthrough for us and an opportunity for you. And again, I'm not making a meal replacement because I think it's the best way to lose weight. I make a meal replacement because the science and clinical studies say it is the most efficient and effective way to lose weight. That is why we make it. And the blueprint for it was those clinical studies, So let me read a few reviews because I think it's more important, the opinion of others, than my opinion. But hasn't failed me in 15 years.
Wow.
And how many people do you know will stick with a meal replacement for 15 years? The coffee flavor is excellent. I've used it in milk in the mornings for the past 15 plus years. It ensures good vitamins, quick and easy breakfast, and a fabulous travel companion. With this product, I've maintained my weight, which is great considering my extensive work travel life. I use it for breakfast in cold skim milk. Simply stir with a straw. A straw. That's how easily this mixes, which I'll show in a moment. Now my daughters use it too and enjoy the convenience of being healthy and having a product that tastes great. Keep up the great work. Perfect on-the-go meal. This is my very first meal replacement purchase, and I'm so happy with Secure. I bought 3 flavors, and they are all so tasty. Awesome, quick meal when you're on the go. I mix Secure with water and milk, and it dissolves almost instantly. I blend a smoothie with chocolate Secure, ice, and milk, and throw in some quick oats, and then I'm full for hours. We'll put in some oat bran. This product does not upset my stomach or repeat on me. I can't recommend this enough. Great taste, filling, easy to prepare. I was really skeptical. Would this really taste good and keep me from getting hungry between meals? I'm so happy to say the answers are yes and yes. The chocolate tastes great and keeps me satisfied until lunch. No choking down chalky powders, no being hungry an hour after drinking it, and listening to my stomach rumble all morning. If you're on the fence, please take a chance. I'm thrilled I did, and I wish I'd tried it sooner. Thank you, Andrew, from Evian, New York. And they go on and on. Yippee. Vegan and gluten-free.
Oh, vegan.
It's vegan, it's gluten-free.
Oh, I'm not sure I knew that.
It's dairy-free, and it's lactose-free.
Wow.
Vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free. That's why it's problem-free.
Wow.
We correct all it's sodium-free, it's low in fat, it's trans fat-free, it's cholesterol-free. I got this in chocolate and vanilla. I put a scoop in my post-workout smoothie because I want a little extra protein, but I'm vegan and gluten-free. They are even tasty enough to have as dessert. As dessert. But that's how they were designed.
It's true.
Really happy with this product, as I'm with all of Andrew's products. My only regret is that I didn't order the largest sizes. Katie in Arizona. Well, thanks, Katie, but today we have unusually large sizes today, 200, 300, or 400 sizes. Love all flavors, sticks with you. I've tried all flavors, but the pina colada may be my favorite. I mix it with milk and an ice cube in a jar and shake it, very low tech, and it mixes. I mix it with a toothbrush when I'm traveling, or my finger in a glass.
That's crazy.
In like a bathroom glass in a hotel room. I drink it before bed with my Andrew Lessman calcium, magnesium, cholesterol, and other night stuff. My doctor says my lipids are terrific. I'm 70 and have high HDL, which is very good, and low HDL, which is very good.
Yeah, that is.
Normal weight and soy protein in this product helps support those healthy lipid levels and helps reduce our lifetime cardiovascular risk. What meal replacement do you know can do that? And walk 5 miles a day, 6 days a week. This helps with my energy and nutrition. Love it.
All for less than 60 cents, for crying out loud.
Less than 60 cents.
That's crazy, yeah.
What a meal. I love this product. It works well to curb my appetite. I also drink each flavor hot for a twist.
Nice.
The chocolate tastes just like a hot chocolate. I also like the vanilla and coffee hot. I'm also a fan of the pina colada. I will always buy this product, and the price cannot be beaten. Thank you once again, and that probably wasn't even referring, that was probably the regular price.
That's what I was just thinking.
Thank you once again, Andrew Jr. Thomas, New Jersey. Awesome lifesaver. I've been buying Andrew's products for over 20 years, and this product has always kept my weight and cravings in check. The flavor is phenomenal. It tastes like the best chocolate drink or vanilla shake you've ever had. That was our blueprint. That is what we accomplished. All with low-calorie intake and the vitamins and minerals we need. Thank you, Andrew, for continuing to bring us the best products to keep us healthy and well. I'll do one more, and then we'll do more a little later. Used for about 13 years now. Again, who's going to continue with a meal replacement for 15 years, 13 years? Wonderful product. My husband needed nutritional help and help building muscle mass. These have done the job. He loves the coffee flavor, and so do I. He does mix his with his coffee every morning. I also love the pina colada, our new favorite flavor.
Yeah.
I mostly use it. I mix it every day with coconut milk and Andrew's powdered collagen. The perfect way to start the day. It dissolves quickly, smells good, tastes great. Both flavors.
It is so true, and I think it's unanimous. In fact, Katie was talking about using it as dessert. If you go to my Facebook page, not to get too off track, but I'm using it as an ingredient in doing some, you know, dairy-free decadence. I'll be posting those later. But in the meantime, if you are looking for not only the best meal replacement on the planet, whether you're vegan, whether you're watching your gluten, whether you're watching your sugar, whether you're watching your carbs, you just want to get your budget under track when it comes to your calorie content or your financial budget when you're going to the grocery store. This couldn't be easier. It couldn't be more affordable. It couldn't be more nutritious. It couldn't be more delicious. But the big thing is, unless you are grabbing it, unless you're selecting it now, it's a once a year only opportunity. I hope you try yours. Of course, overwhelmingly, most of us are doing that 400 count. So remember, on that, new packaging, you're getting free shipping, you're getting one of each. So your coffee, the pina colada, which is part of the today's special for the very first time, the chocolate, and then of course the vanilla, which is a great ingredient. Sorry.
I was just...
You've got
what do they say? What do they say? No news is good news?
No news is good news.
Well, I have news.
Okay.
That we might go a little longer here.
Gotcha.
Simply because we might not continue at all in the second hour.
Okay.
Because we're getting that low on a number of things. So we'll continue here. But normally we would spend another 20 minutes or so at the end of the hour, at the end of the second hour. But I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that because we're getting low in some of the flavors.
Right.
Pina colada is getting very low, chocolate right behind it. So we might be done. But I wanted to show everyone just an example of how, shall I do chocolate?
Oh, either. Do you know? I don't know that I can pick a favorite. I mean, I love the pina colada.
Vanilla's amazing.
It is. I mean,
we'll do vanilla.
Yeah, what do you think?
And vanilla, actually, we'll do vanilla because it's really easy to see what I want to show everyone.
And by the way, the vanilla is a great foundation or platform because you could add berries, you could add, you know, any of your favorite fruit, anything.
But what I'm about to do here, vanilla's it's the multi-denominational one. It works with everything.
The little black dress.
Absolutely, exactly.
Take it from me.
I haven't found a little black dress,
Well,
but I have a black blazer.
There you go.
So you could wear it with jeans and everything. It just doesn't look good with shorts.
See?
But what I'm going to do is, typically you put a scoop of protein powder in water and it becomes like gunk. It's like mortar. But what I'm going to do is to show you how unique this is in terms of how we formulated it, in terms of its solubility, that I'm not going to put 1 scoop in there, or 2 scoops, or just 3 scoops, or how many? What did we do before? I think we did 7.
Did you really?
5.
Oh my goodness.
So it's almost like we're getting to, here we
See,
go.
at this point, I'm getting a little concerned for you, even though, I mean, I know how great it is.
Oh, so when you look at that, I will not be able to get as much water in the glass, really, as I've gotten
Holy cow.
secure meal replacements. So as you can see, there's not much in there.
Oh my gosh.
But what it shows is how soluble it is, because, and it's going to take me a few seconds. Normally you mix this and in 2-3 seconds it's fully mixed, but it's going to take me probably about 20 or 30 seconds. We just have to make sure it all gets exposed to the water.
Right.
But the moment it gets exposed to the water, you'll see it all goes into solution. And I mean, it tastes amazing.
So good,
and you can smell it. You're probably about 6 or 7 feet away from me.
I mean, that's literally making my mouth water. I mean, no joke, it's making my mouth water.
It's all mixed, and what I'll do, in addition to tasting it, what I'll do is I'll pour it into another glass, and I'll pour them between the glasses, and you'll see that despite my putting 7 scoops in there,
oh, that is insane.
It's all soluble.
Okay, that's like a milkshake.
But that's why the reviews talk about the fact that it's so super soluble and how easily it mixes, that we could take, what was that, 7 scoops, 7 meals, in less than 8 ounces of water, I'd estimate. So less than an ounce per meal, meaning you could take an ounce of water, and get 1 meal to mix in with that ounce of water. And just to give you a sense, I'll pour it from 1 glass, and you'll see it's all liquid.
Okay, do you know, that looks like a malt or like a milkshake. I mean, it seriously does.
Just, as you could see.
Oh my gosh.
But it's a little messier, but.
I might have to do that at home though, and like really, because you know, sometimes I crave like a malt or a milkshake.
But just the flavor is so
my Lord.
over the top.
That is crazy.
So over the top. But it underscores the lengths that we go to in the way we select the ingredients, and the way we, I'm salivating, sorry, and the way we granulate the ingredients to make, because the more you granulate the ingredients properly, so when they're exposed to the water, that they tend to go into solution more readily, that's not only a better mouthfeel and texture for you, but it mixes easily.
Yeah.
That's why I could take 7 of these meals and put them in here, and you don't have just a bunch of powder sitting in a glass. It's certainly thick and syrupy, but it all goes into the solution.
It does. Okay, let me just show your choices. And even my producer, Steve, it's so funny. Steve and we've known each other for over 20 years. We both ordered during this show, right? I mean, it's just so that we don't miss out. So I'm so jealous. I know, can I try? Okay, it's like a
just because
milkshake.
It's so bizarrely rich.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Well,
are
it's kind
you
of, that comes with the warning, don't do this at home.
Oh,
but that was 7 scoops.
Good.
That's 7 scoops in 8 ounces of water. It's just so delicious.
Oh, I'm going to do that
rich.
at home.
But
I'm serious. I'm going to do that at home.
It's yummy.
Okay.
But again, all of these, and that's a testament to our investment in your experience. Your experience. And certainly, it's great that we have the best forms of vitamins and minerals. It's great that we have the best form of protein to support your weight loss and all the numbers, the health numbers you're trying to support. But experientially, how well it mixes, how it feels in your mouth, how it moves around your mouth, that texture and mouthfeel, how it tastes in your mouth. That's the experience that determines whether you're going to be happy or not. And that, I had to learn, was the most important focus of my attention.
It's true.
That as much as I want to focus on the tweakiest form of calcium to make sure it's super soluble and all these things, the most important thing I focus on is how it's going to be in terms of your experience when you use it, when you mix it with whatever you're mixing it with, whether we'll test it with soy milk, with oat milk, with water, with non-fat milk, you can still see.
Do you know what?
It's
My mouth
just,
is still watering.
No, it's
Seriously.
just so, but that also, part of being satisfied with any kind of dietary restriction, you need to have that satiety, you need to have that feeling of satisfaction, and that's what this gives. It's kind of like having a yummy dessert. And as I said before, I didn't set out, when we finally decided to do this correctly, I didn't set out to make a meal replacement that tasted good. I wanted to make a meal replacement that tasted as good or better than the fast food shakes that were made for no other purpose and no other reason than to taste good. Because Lord knows they are horribly unhealthy. They're all just sugar and fat and calories, but boy, do they taste great. So my goal was to mimic that flavor and that mouthfeel, that experience, to imitate that experience, but keep it in an ultra low calorie, the world's lowest calorie, most affordable meal replacement that gives you the nutrition that you only would get if you get one of my vitamins and minerals with the technically advanced forms of nutrients. And again, with the form of protein that is the best choice of protein, if you read the research, the clinical studies, and the science, if you read the medicine, and if you read what the physicians and researchers and clinical studies are saying, they're saying that non-GMO soy protein is the best protein. And that's what we've chosen.
But no one in the world is doing it in this way. And we are not doing it at this price after this show. So I know we're busy. Please be patient with us. Use express ordering. But I hope, oh, I want you to try this. I really do. If you want to have some fun with it, I am going to be posting recipes on how you can even incorporate it into the things that you're making and baking and all that great stuff. Because we haven't spent a lot of time. Actually, here's Muriel's cookbook. And I actually made air-fried donuts with the vanilla, believe it or not. I had so much fun with this. Muriel, of course, is always such an inspiration for me, but you will be inspired. You will feel like you're cheating. You will feel like you had a candy bar. You will feel like you had a milkshake. All of this with all of the nutrition, low calorie, low sugar, low carb, vegan, gluten-free, no cholesterol. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you do have to do, and I should, as an aside, I realized I haven't even mentioned for the most part, we did it a couple of times, but as you move past that 60 and up, remember, not only are you getting the only sugar replacement in the world that doesn't have any sugar in fact, it's glycine that Andrew added, which is a very expensive addition to this.
It's an amino acid.
And it's amino acid.
It's a constituent of protein, and that amino acid, in fact, people take it separately. What do they take it for? To support healthy blood sugar metabolism and to support healthy insulin metabolism. So you truly get a sweetener, a natural sweetener, non-GMO, natural sweetener that contains zero sugar and actually has an ingredient that helps support how your body then manages its own sugar.
Right, and then of course, the
new crazy choco.
You don't even know,
which my bad that I didn't think we should make that available because, of course, some folks who already have their Secure or don't want Secure, they want the new Choco Nuvo. But of course, we didn't think to make it available. We were so excited just to have it with our Secure Today special. It's not available, but we'll hopefully have it available online. You could place your order.
Okay.
It'll probably ship in a week or two, but hopefully you'll be able to place your orders if you check back in a day or two.
But that
hopefully
new Choco Nuvo, the cafe with real, and again, it's
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
But there's real coffee in it, but you don't worry about caffeine levels because I know you and I are both
5 milligrams.
Right. So
I've already had it at the end of the day, and it hasn't. I'm someone, if I had an espresso at dinner, I'm up the rest of the night.
Yes.
So I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Green tea caffeine, not the same because of the theanine it contains. But so this is only approximately 5 milligrams of caffeine. A cup of coffee is over 100 milligrams.
For sure.
So it's just really traces of caffeine. But if you're super sensitive, then I would stay away from it. But it's sort of an amazing accomplishment for us because we tried all these high-tech ways of combining the coffee with the chocolate, and it ended up being unbelievably low-tech. Just like take the coffee, the organic fair trade coffee beans, grind them up to the right granulation, melt the chocolate, mix them together, and lo and behold, you have the perfect treat.
I love that story.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. So remember, and I know we're busy. In fact, normally we would have scooted along, but because the quantities are dwindling, we're managing that as best we can.
What's going to happen is the rest of the show will be a variety show because we will not have. But we have another Today special.
We do.
We have our monthly specials. We have all all sorts of things to talk about. And then I'm not back till the end of February.
Right.
So
lots
of things to talk about. But I was just I just wanted to go over the science one more time, because the science is so compelling. And I think it's, for so many of us, we're now spending these meal plans that are $10, $20, $30 a meal and things like that are so expensive. And then you hear about intermittent fasting. And I've always been an advocate of intermittent fasting. I'm someone who I tend to intermittently fast myself. But what's great about Secure with these low calorie levels, it's a tool for being able to get the intermittent fasting benefits if you're someone who just really can't get away with eating nothing for long periods of time. If you're someone who can't go, say, 16 or 18 hours or 24 hours eating nothing,
right.
Then for many of us, if you had a Secure shake in the morning, in the afternoon, and a meal in the evening, those 63 calories, that's effectively the equivalent of still doing your intermittent fast and getting the benefits of an intermittent fast. So it's an opportunity to use this to integrate into whatever weight loss plan or weight management plan you're engaging in. And just reading a couple of, this is not reviews, this is clinical studies, quotes from clinical studies from the Annals of Nutrition and Metabolism. Recent studies have shown that meal replacement regimens are safe and are associated with greater weight loss than individualized diet plans. And we're not talking about one or two studies. We're talking about dozens and dozens of studies. It has been suggested that diets containing soy protein may further accelerate weight loss. It's not been suggested. It's been, in my mind, established that soy protein not only accelerates weight loss, but it accomplishes other things that we desire in terms of metrics that we're all focusing on, whether it's going to be our metrics for cardiovascular risk, so really things that are important to our health. From Nutrition Journal, meal replacement shakes have been studied extensively for both medical and public health efforts to combat obesity. Meal replacement shakes represent an important strategy in combating the worldwide epidemic of obesity due to their simplicity and convenience, and in my case, affordability,
for sure.
How rich they are in nutrition. Meal replacement simplifies the weight loss regimens by replacing 1 or 2 meals a day with a product of defined nutrient and calorie content. And mind you, the Nutrition Journal, the Annals of Nutrition and Metabolism, we're not paying them to say this. But my meal replacement exists because of the science that says a meal replacement is the most effective tool. Results of our previous research, as well as that of others, demonstrate the safety and efficacy of meal replacements for weight loss and weight maintenance among overweight and obese individuals. Evidence has shown that dietary interventions utilizing meal replacements result in greater weight loss and better compliance, meaning easier to stick to, and they're more effective. Greater weight loss are more likely to ensure adequate intake of essential nutrients because the vitamins and minerals in this case this contains, you're getting the vitamins and minerals you need, probably better than if you were eating a regular diet, and demonstrate higher satisfaction and lower dropout rates compared to other diets. So that's why it's more effective. That's why all the clinical scientists are so excited. Evidence has shown, again, that dietary interventions utilizing meal replacements result in greater weight loss and better compliance, are more likely to ensure adequate intake of essential nutrients, and demonstrate higher satisfaction and lower dropout rates compared to other diets. We're almost out of our supply. So what that quote from that respected journal should say to you is that even if you don't get mine, if one day you decide managing your weight or losing weight is something you want to accomplish, then you should find a meal replacement that works to fill the strategy that you want to accomplish. That's what it says. The science is clear. It's easier to do, and in this case, it's incredibly affordable as well.
It is indeed, and only as long as supplies last. And we, literally as long as supplies last. So if you can, make your way to a phone pronto, shop by remote, use your app. That's what I'm doing, and what I'm doing throughout the show, because I can tell you for a fact, whether you're trying to lose weight, if this is gonna be the year, you're really gonna take those reins, let's be honest, what's gonna be the difference between this year and that year and every other year? If you're like most of us watching this show, girls in particular, I'm talking to you. I don't know about you, but I've probably gained and lost and then gained and lost probably hundreds of pounds over the course of a lifetime. It's all about that simple mathematics, calories in, calories out. So sticking with something is one thing, but the other thing is this kind of tricks your brain into thinking that you're cheating. But for the lowest price, only time this year, final quantities, grab yours while we've got it. There's still an unconditional 30-day return policy. Most of us, with the quantities that are remaining, are gravitating toward the 400 or the 300 count. Now remember, once you go above 60, then you're getting those bonuses as well, which is awesome.
Right.
But I personally, I got the 400 because I use them all, I love them all. In that case, you're getting all four, your pina colada, your coffee, your chocolate, your vanilla.
It's a great way to try all four.
It is.
And as I was reading some of the reviews before, that's how so many people started.
Yes.
They enjoy all three. They got in the past, it was only the 3 count, so we never had a 400 meal supply.
Ever.
But that's probably why we so missed predicting, because we are so far beyond where we expected to be. We're 50% over where we expected to be. Usually if we're 5 or 10% over, that's something we could contend with. But 50% over, we can't contend with. So normally what we might do is take some raw materials that we might be for January or February, but we can't even do that. We've already done that, but we're running out. So this is going to be it. If miraculously we find some more, we'll maybe talk about it for 5 or 10 minutes at the end of the show.
Okay.
But I doubt it. I think this is really going to be it. So if you want to try our truly incredible meal replacement, at 60 cents a meal for basically any of the 100, 200, 300, or 400 sizes are all roughly 60 cents a meal or under 60 cents a meal, plus getting a chance to taste our new Choco Nouveau Cafe, to try our Sucresse, truly sugar-free natural sweetener, then this is the last opportunity. And the flavors are remarkable. I encourage you to read the reviews. And I'm sorry, usually I don't find, as a manufacturer, I don't find myself in this position.
I know.
We shortened the presentations earlier today, but we can't keep up.
Absolutely, and we see you there. We've got one if you're shopping now, and it's gonna be fun though, because then it's a little variety show as we continue, but get yours, try yours, make this your year, whether it's weight management, whether it's just feeling like you're cheating, getting something yummy, or whether it really is taking that power back and taking that control. Because we haven't been mentioning it a lot, but yes, less than 60 cents a meal on those larger sizes, but all hovering around that 60 calorie a meal mark. Some, a little more, but regardless, under 70 calories, which is really kind of mind-blowing to me. When you think about it, good grief, you have an apple, you have an orange, and certainly a banana, and certainly all of those things are wildly nutritious and good for us, but even if you're doing something great, like an egg white omelet, you're looking at more calories. So it's calories in, calories out, the simple math. You just choose the size that you want and then your flavor profile, but I really do have to ask or encourage you to do it now, because sadly it does appear that we will not be, well, we certainly won't be doing a full airing. I'll put it to you that way. So for all intents and purposes, this is your final full airing. So 20 is a great place to start. I actually travel with that 20, in which case then you'll choose whatever flavor you love the most. Same is true with the 60 or the 100. Choose whatever flavor you love. Incidentally, here's where our pricing normally is, and this is the only day of the year that we do this. Here's where our pricing is today, and here are your savings. And I'm just gonna jump to the big guys real quickly, because remember, 100, pick whatever flavor you want. 200, you could pick one of each of your 2 flavors. 300, you could do all of your favorite flavors at once, or pick 3 like chocolate, vanilla, and coffee, and then 400, you get all of them. But look at that savings. Are they getting the hook for me, Andrew?
I'm just over there. Yeah,
I know.
I wish it was otherwise.
Right.
But, and this was going to be a difficult one just because there's so many options that we try to provide. But even beyond that, we just don't have an adequate amount of, and the flavors that we use are all very specifically formulated for us. So if there were standard things, then it would be no problem. So unfortunately, we lasted most of the day, but it still is, it's over 50% more meals than last year.
It's true.
So
it is, and it is so worth it. Beyond that, you're gonna love it. You're gonna look forward to this. I do. When I just want that nice little treat at night, you look forward to this, all for the best price ever, the best flavor, the best in the world. I hope that you try it. Certainly, while we have supplies, because...
Right. But we still have...
Right.
We even have, we'll be able, now we didn't have it scheduled, be able to do our... We'll have our monthly special for glucosamine and chondroitin. We have our monthly special for energy and fat and acetyl L-carnitine. So we have a whole range of great products at special pricing that we'll be talking about now.
We do indeed. So you can see, wow, over that 120,000 mark. mark surpassed.
That's just a crazy number.
I know, but
So,
most importantly, you're gonna enjoy that experience. And one of the things that Andrew says, whether you saw him first at our sister network QVC or here, is he wants you to go armed with the information. That's knowledge is power, but there is no other meal replacement like this. So that's kind of the other caveat.
there isn't one like this, but again, the most important thing to understand, if you just look at the science that's out there, because so many of us have struggled with weight gain and weight loss, and again, and it's something that we do a lot of, I guess, self-blame. We as human beings, I think we all love to beat ourselves up for whatever reasons, and whether it's overweight or obesity, that seems, I think, to be one of the favorites, and it's one of those that we really shouldn't and we really can't blame ourselves, because if you just look at it, and I'll just look at it as a scientist, that as human beings, we developed and evolved in a world of absolute scarcity. The single greatest threat to our survival, say 10, 15, 20,000 years ago, single greatest threat to our survival was starvation.
Right.
So if starvation is the single greatest threat to our survival, what do we have to be able to do? We have to be able to, whenever we find food, eat inordinate amounts of our food. So that is part of our DNA, that is part of our blueprint. We get that opportunity to eat that sweet food, that fatty food, whatever it might be, we eat as much as we can, because we might not ever, but we might not eat again for days, weeks, months. So that opportunity, well, not an opportunity, that opportunity to save our life by eating as much as we can whenever we found food, that's something we are now burdened with today. It is still part of our DNA. As much as our world has changed, we have not. So now that burden of eating as much as we can, whenever we can, whatever is tasty and sweet and fatty, that's why we're overweight or obese. Not because we're weak, not because we make bad decisions. It's because the blueprint that, I mean, far be it from me to ever criticize the guy upstairs, but it was a beautiful blueprint for a world of scarcity. But his children have gone on to create a world of abundance, and that world of abundance is now killing us. So it's not anyone's fault. It's just to design a meal replacement that works, you have to consider what our blueprint is, what our DNA is, and that is our opportunity. Our opportunity with this product is understanding how our body works, and meal replacement science considers that, and that's why meal replacement science gives us the opportunity for the greatest weight loss possible.
And all this for the best price ever. So I hope that you're able to do yours. Really and truly, you should. You have to kind of be scratching your head. Aren't you at least curious? I mean, I would be if I wouldn't have tried this before. Try it, do it, only time this year, lowest price in history, no other meal replacement like it in the world. Remember, you choose the 20, 60, 100, 200, 300, 400. On the 2, the 3, and the 4, then of course you can choose a couple of different flavors or one of each, and then I love the fact on the 400 you get all of them.
But we need to run along.
We gotta go.
We don't want to be sending folks emails saying,
no, that's true.
We're not going to be able to ship them their order.
Which, by the way, I just realized, if you are channel surfing, part of the reason Andrew is not only our health and wellness authority, he's our #1 brand, lowest return rate. We learn so much, but that's why you know intimately all the science, because you follow it. And ironically enough, this was actually one of the first products I ever tried from you. It's also one of your longest.
Glucosamine Chondroitin?
Yes.
Well, Glucosamine Chondroitin, most people think it's relatively recent, say the last 10, 15 years or so. My first glucosamine product was 1979. So,
wow.
So we've been making a glucosamine chondroitin product for over 40 years. And with that comes knowledge. And unfortunately, it comes disappointment, because when you look at most of the products in the market, because I'm always someone who I'm happy to say, if you're not going to get my product, I try to give you the tools to find a product that can deliver the same benefits. But most of the products you're going to be finding in supermarkets and pharmacies and discount stores, most of them deliver glucosamine hydrochloride. They don't deliver the form of glucosamine that delivers the benefits. In fact, it's a form that the science specifically warns you against using, that it's not going to be delivering the results, the benefits that you seek. So when it comes to glucosamine chondroitin, if you want the benefits, you have to follow the science. And I say that as a manufacturer, but a lot of manufacturers simply choose to make a product because on the front of the label it says glucosamine.
Right, you'd think.
And then you read on the back of the label in the fine print, it might say glucosamine hydrochloride, glucosamine HCl. What's even more disturbing is we all love our pets, and we are in the final stages of our joint product for pets. But what's really disturbing when I look at joint products for pets, and our pets have this accelerated lifespan, and they so challenge their joints. But when I look at those products, if say in the human area, it's 90% of the glucosamine products use glucosamine hydrochloride, the wrong form, I'd almost say with pets, it's 99%. So it's really disturbing that for our furry friends that we love so much, that so depend on us to make proper decisions for them. That's why for years, I've always taken a capsule of glucosamine chondroitin, and I've opened it up in Lincoln and in Marcel's food.
That's so smart.
So again, glucosamine sulfate is the proper form. Today is the most affordable it's been. It's a little more than 10 cents a capsule, 100% additive free. Another problem with glucosamine and chondroitin is that glucosamine hydrochloride could increase stomach acidity. It's something that for a lot of us who have GERD, who might take proton pump inhibitors, that's the last thing we need, especially since most glucosamine and chondroitin products are in tablets. So then you have a point mass, you have a small area, that tablet, that is highly acidic, that's irritating your stomach. My product doesn't have that problem because it's not glucosamine hydrochloride. It's also a small, soft, easy to swallow capsule. And you can see why it won't upset your stomach and why it's guaranteed to go to work.
Dust.
Because it's so soluble, it's literally like dust.
It is. Hey, it's for also the first time that you've done this in a 900 cap, so thank you, by the way.
Special size for the today's special.
Yes. It is. So 150, 300, 600, and 900. And if you struggle with joint issues like I do, when I said this was one of, actually, this might have actually been the first product that I ever started taking from you. Just because I remember I was like, oh,